Hello, nonfiction filmmakers. My name is Stephen Menick, and I am the instructor of the course, which will begin next Thursday. I wanted to get this short video to you just to give you a better idea of how the course is going to roll out. Now, if you've seen my email sent just the other day, you'll have seen that there are some equipment requirements, and my advice to you is to grab a hold of that equipment as soon as you can, because the process of learning your way around the camera, the microphone, and editing software can take a bit of time. Now, if you've done this sort of thing before, especially if you've worked with editing software, great. But again, you'll have the prep time in this course, or the lead time, to kind of get that business out of the way. By the way, if you happen to have a camera that is better than a smartphone, fantastic. You can use it, and maybe you'll make some pretty pictures in the course of our course. Now, although I've just talked about the equipment needs, really the technological end of it is only about 40%. The other 60 is about the process, because there is very much a process in filmmaking. It is about the art of the interview, which is a huge part of this. It is about the whole very careful process of planning that you'll need to do, choosing your subjects, budgeting your time, arranging for your shooting time with these different people that you're going to be working with, you're going to be putting in front of your camera, and also a bit about the art of film. Or more specifically, the grammar of film, which is something that you really do need to know. Isn't taught very much except in film school, but is very relevant to what we'll be doing. You'll be producing, looks like 3 videos of your own, 3 different projects, which we'll all discuss, and we'll talk about what's your interest in this particular project or person. Because you can, by the way, do a profile. That could be a really interesting project. We'll be going together through the process, looking at each other's work, and we'll also be looking at bits and pieces of movies, feature films, in some cases commercials, and a lot of other very good examples of nonfiction filmmaking that are out there. So I think it's going to be a great course. It's certainly interesting. I mean, it's all, as I said, it's all process. I fell in love with the process the first time I was ever called upon to do something like this, actually with very little preparation, back in the early 90s. So I hope to be able to share some of my knowledge with you, and also to learn from you, because you're going to be bringing your knowledge to the table, which really includes, you've seen a lot of movies, you've seen a lot of commercials, you've seen all of this before, and this will be a chance for you to bring your instincts and your insights now to your own work, and that's really the exciting part. So I'm going to hit my button here in a minute and say look forward to meeting you next week, and see you then.